Good afternoon, Pirates. My name is Ricky.
And I'm Julian, and we're both stoked to bring you yet another great episode of Pirate TV.
From trendy news to interviews, we have it all for you right here.
Right now on Pirate TV.
It's Friday, Pirates. Get ready for a nice weekend off of school where you can catch up on all your favorite movies and sports.
Speaking of which, here is Pirate Reporter Jack with all the news about our pop culture on this week's Treasure Talk.
Hello, Pirates. It's Jack, and welcome back to this week's Treasure Talk, where we got all the action and the news around the pop culture world. So let's not waste time and take a long walk until the film adaptation of Stephen King's 1979 novel, The Long Walk. The film is set to release tonight in theaters. Yet another movie based on the works of Stephen King. This movie is set for brilliance with a stacked cast, including British actor David Johnson, Cooper Hoffman, and the legendary Mark Hamill back in another role. With the director of The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Francis Lawrence, The Long Walk is shaping up to be a big hit. Staying on the subject of TV, the Emmy Awards are finally here. On September 14th, the show is live on CBS as Nate Bargatze is set to host his 77th annual Emmy Awards. The awards are set to celebrate endless amounts of TV shows and movies, and me personally, this is a must-watch for TV fans. The category Outstanding Drama Series is a stacked slate with Andor competitively leading the way out of the bunch. I'm so stoked to see if my favorite TV show, The Traitors, wins back-to-back years for Outstanding Reality Competition Program. From Gold to Games, another edition of the very successful Borderlands franchise is releasing today. Borderlands 4 is set in stone to be released on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Being highly anticipated, the game has a lot to live up to from its predecessor Borderlands 3, which scored a 9 out of 10 on Steam. This is a must tap in. And our final topic is sure to pack a punch as Canelo Alvarez is taking on Terrence Crawford tomorrow at 8 o'clock at Allegiant Stadium. The event will be streamed to Netflix with no additional cost to subscribers, with Canelo being the undisputed super middleweight champion and Terrence Crawford being the undisputed WBO junior middleweight champion, as well as moving up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo. Fans are saying this is the most anticipated boxing match since Jake Paul and Mike Tyson from last year. Well, Pirates, that's it for Treasure Talk. This is Jack, sending it back to the desk.
Thanks, Jack. Personally, I think Crawford's going to take the win.
I hate to disagree, Julian, but I think Canelo's going to win.
And speaking of winning sports, here's Pirate Reporter RG with all the updates about how our sports teams are doing so far.
Thanks, Julian. Now let's dive into the latest news in Pirate sports. Last Friday, our Crandall Pirate football team faced off against Hasville at home. And from the very first whistle, it was clear that they came ready to dominate. The Pirates hit the field with energy, focus, and heart, playing with intensity on every snap. It was a true team effort from the offense, defense, coaches, and even the crowd, all coming together to bring home a 30-13 win. Our boys played with pride and showed exactly what it means to be a Pirate. At the time of recording this, our Crandall Pirate football team had a game this Thursday against Irving, and we want to wish them the best of luck. Enough about football now, let's move on into volleyball. Last week, our Lady Pirate volleyball team went head-to-head with Cato Mills in an intense 5-set match. The girls played with heart and determination, taking 2 sets and keeping the pressure on throughout the night. Despite a strong performance and some standout moments, they came up short, falling 2-3 in a hard-fought battle. The Lady Pirates also faced off against Red Oak this Tuesday, where they fought through another tough match, though they took 1 set, with the final result being a 1-3 loss. The first set score was 9-25, the second being 18-25. The third being 27-25, where our Lady Pirates won, and the final set score was 22-25. Even with the loss, the girls played with great effort, showed resilience, and kept the energy high. They're on the road again today for an away game against Terrell, so be sure to send them out your support. We're proud of their fight and can't wait to see them back in action and great performances. Speaking of great performances, our Pirate tennis team has also been making moves on the court. Last week, our tennis team had a strong showing against Terrell, coming out with an impressive 12-1 win. The team played with great energy, focus, and teamwork throughout the match. Then on Tuesday, they faced a tough opponent in Midlothian Heritage. Although the match ended in a 1-18 loss, our players showed determination and had some excellent moments of match play. We're proud of their effort and can't wait to see them bounce back into the upcoming matches. Lastly, let's talk about cross country. Last week, our cross country team hit the course and definitely did not disappoint. The varsity boys finished strong, placing second as a team, while the varsity girls absolutely crushed it, taking first place as a team. On top of that, 4 of the varsity girls crossed the finish line in the top 10, and 3 of the varsity boys finished in the top 10 as well. Great job to all of our runners. Your hard work and dedication really showed. Well, that's all the sports news, Pirates. I've been your host, RG. Now let's take it back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, RG. I love being in the stands and seeing our teams doing well.
I agree. They're all very determined and work hard on and off the field.
And if you're anything like me and you're trying to find a fun school activity that isn't as difficult to do, here's Parrot reporter Demetrius to tell us all about the RPG Club.
The RPG Club at Crandall High School offers the students a chance to dive into fantastical worlds, create their own characters, and embark on adventures together to learn more about their experiences. Role-playing games or RPG have become a popular way for students to explore their imaginations and build friendships. We recently caught up with Mr. Hall, the club advisor, to find out what makes this RPG club so special.
Been running the RPG Club for the past 3 years now. I do a lot of role-playing games in my off time, and there are a lot of students that were very interested in setting up a kind of D&D club. We've expanded beyond D&D. We do Pathfinder. Some people have done other games like Honey Heist and smaller things like Adventure Skeletons.
The club has become a popular spot for students to connect and share their love for gaming. The RPG Club is more than just gaming, though. It's about building connections and unleashing creativity.
Ever since I was a kid, I always loved being a creative person. Like, a lot of my school projects exceeded what they had to do because of just me thinking I can do something more creative with it. And being in this club, it lets me use my creativity to its fullest extent and just enjoy being a creative person.
As Nick highlighted the creative side of storytelling, is this what makes this club so special? It's incredible to see how students can bring their imaginations to life and collaborate on unique adventures. If you're looking for a fun way to express your creativity and make new friends, this might just be the perfect place for you. They meet every Friday after school until 5 p.m. in Mr. Holt's room, room 137. Don't miss out on the adventure. And remember, whether you're just rolling with the dice or just rolling with life, keep your imagination alive. Reporting for Pirate TV, I'm Demetrius Smith.
I don't know about you, Ricky, but that sounds pretty fun. I might even try it out. Who knows?
I do find it interesting how the dice have multiple sides. More than 4, I mean.
Well, like dice, let's go ahead and roll into this week's teacher feature highlighting our very own Mr. Parker.
Hello, my name is Mr. Parker. I'm the Ag Mech teacher down here at Crandall High School. So I work with welding, carpentry, so woodworking, plumbing, electrical, concrete. We teach a wide variety of trades down here, but also work with the other mechanics and agricultural side of things. So with some of the animals and with some of the shop and the barn environments, we help repair things. We do a lot of repair work for different departments, and we try our best to make sure that we help out anywhere we can, but also give the students the tools to succeed in the real world with some real life skills. So I learned welding actually here in graduated 2008 at Crandall. This is the shop that I learned how to weld in, and so teaching others is always something I've enjoyed. I didn't think I would be a teacher when I started. I came from industry. I was in the workforce for a long time, but now that I'm teaching, I taught at the college level for a little bit, and now I've come to the high school level. I really just like sharing what I know and what we can possibly get the next generation to learn. Highlight of the class is definitely the projects we get into. We have lots of different projects that we try to build down here. We have a trailer behind me that's getting kind of rehabbed. We're fixing it up. A trailer that actually, this was my senior project when I was here. So it's been almost 20 years now that this has been built. But yeah, seeing the kids get a project, get excited about a project, and then complete that, being able to show it off, whether we take it to our county show locally or the different mechanic shows, Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, things like that. That's really it's a thrill to see the kids engage in that kind of competition. My name is Luke Parker, and I'm this week's teacher feature.
It's always inspiring to learn a little bit more about our favorite teachers.
Absolutely. Up next, Pirate reporter Kiara with the JROTC's 9/11 ceremony and how they honor the lives that were lost that very day.
Our JROTC Pirate Battalion recently hosted a 9/11 ceremony to honor the brave and courageous and to remember the lives that were lost on this tragic day. This ceremony wasn't just another school event. For the battalion, it was about giving our campus a space to come together, to stay united as one community, and to ensure that the sacrifices made on 9/11 are never forgotten. It was a moment to show respect, to honor courage, and to remind us all of the resilience that defines American spirit.
JROTC hosted a 9/11 ceremony so that we can really pay tribute to the lives lost and show respect to the bravery shown on September 11, 2001.
For many adults, 9/11 is a moment forever etched in their memory, where they were, what they saw, and how the world changed that day. But for today's generation, who weren't yet born, the tragedy lives on only through the stories, lessons, and ceremonies like this one.
It's important to remember 9/11, to remember the lives that were lost, and especially as us being high schoolers, it's easy for us to forget since we weren't born at the time, but it's really important to remember all of the sacrifices that were made.
Remembering 9/11 is crucial for our generation. It teaches us about resilience, the importance of community, and the value of peace. We must honor those who were lost by ensuring their stories are never forgotten. For our generation, keeping this memory alive is how we understand those who can no longer tell their stories. Reporting for Pirate TV, I'm Kiara.
That ceremony was truly powerful. It's always important to take time and reflect and support one another.
Definitely. And speaking of support, we're closing today's episode with a topic that may hit close to home for many: mental health.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death between the people's aged 10 through 24, and that's why it's important to talk about it.
Whether it's stress from school or friendships or just life in general, teens today carry a lot. So how do we take care of ourselves and each other?
Here's Pirate reporter Tatum with a special piece on how students at CHS are taking steps to protect their mental health and where you can go if you need help.
September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, a time to remind ourselves that mental health matters and no one should ever feel like they have to struggle alone. According to CDC, suicide is the second leading cause of death among people ages 10 to 24. Every year, thousands of families and friends are impacted, which is why awareness, support, and hope are so important. Here at Crandall High School, we wanted to hear from our Pirate family about the ways that they take care of themselves and their mental health. So we asked a simple question: what's one thing you do to take care of your mental health? Here's what they had to say.
The thing I do to help my mental health is, for me, I like to listen to old school music, relaxing music, just for like 10 minutes.
One thing I do to help my mental health is play games and listen to music.
What I like to do for my mental health is draw and put it on my wall and film YouTube with my little sister.
One thing that I would do to take care of my mental health is usually I'll exercise to take care of like all negative emotions I have, frustration, sadness, or whatever. I use it to motivate myself to exercise and all that.
One thing I do to relax is listen to music, play games, and play outside.
I mainly go to God and I pray until it gets better.
Something I do when I feel overwhelmed or stressed is I like to play sports, so I'll go outside, I'll run, or I'll play football with my brother.
Taking even the small steps to care for your mental health can make a big difference. And remember, you are never alone. If you or someone you know is struggling, call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, for free and confidential help 24/7. Together, we can support one another and help prevent suicide.
And those are just some ways to take care of your mental health.
I personally enjoy watching movies and talking to friends.
I like reading. It helps my mind calm down.
Personally, I'm not a big reader, but I know it helps so many.
And that's all the news we have for today. Let's close off the show with a few special announcements. Get ready for homecoming days from the 22nd to the 21st. Monday is Rhyme Without Reason. Tuesday is Soccer Mom versus Barbecue Dad. And Wednesday is Class Colors.
Remember, no temporary badges will be allowed, so be sure to have proper ID.
Our counselors here at CHS have decided to cook up a special video for you all. Let's take a look.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This whole world confusing me. Clouds as mean as you've ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows your tune. Then a little voice inside you whispers. Don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, and everywhere you look.
That certainly was something special. In other news, the college fair is just around the corner. This is a great chance for you to take a look at the college or military branch you may be interested in.
And finally, don't forget to cast your votes for the new t-shirt designs.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Pirates. I'm Julian.
And I'm Ricky.
And you've been watching Pirate TV.